Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and today I will be covering two tools, namely the crop tool and the perspective crop tool. Now these two tools are really simple to use, and without further ado, let's dive right in. So as you can see that I've opened up this image as a reference to show you how you can use these two tools, right? So I'm going to start with the first one, which is the perspective crop tool, right? So it's right here, this perspective crop tool, right? So as you can see that after I have selected my perspective crop tool, my cursor changes a little bit like this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make one small selection around my flowers right here. Okay. So as you can see that after this selection is made, there are like a lot of these horizontal and vertical lines within my box, right? So you can just drag these points like this and make them and give them a slight perspective like this, right? So it's really easy. You can give them a certain angle if you want to, like this, and manipulate the box like this, right? And then you can also move the box around like this. So for example, I want my box to look like this only. And once you've edited it and made your changes and made your given particular angles to your box, I'm going to go ahead and also click on this tick mark right here. So once that happens, you can see that this image gets cropped, and you can see that the flowers inside this newspaper is with a certain angle, right? So that's because we had used the perspective crop tool. So like the angle that we had used in the perspective crop tool, that same angle has been applied inside this image like this. So this was the perspective crop tool. So of course, the results will be different depending on how you actually angle your box. So let me show you again, this time making a bigger box like this. And for example, I just changed one angle like this, right? So you can see that the angle does affect the overall image that needs to be cropped like this. So this was the perspective crop tool. I'm going to click on Ctrl plus Z to undo, and I'm going to show you what the crop tool does right here. So as the name suggests, the crop tool helps you to minimize or crop a particular image, right? So as soon as I had selected my crop tool, this type of box comes right all around my image like this. So you can just drag this inside like this, and probably make this smaller like this over here, and then of course adjust this accordingly like this, and then click on OK. So this particular area gets cropped, and all the other background that we did not require, that gets edited out like this. So the crop tool is more useful when it comes to cropping unnecessary things out of a particular image so that you can focus on one particular area that you want to edit. So the crop tool is more useful as compared to the perspective crop tool, but I thought it was important for me to also cover how the perspective crop tool works. So, and one last thing is that the shortcut key for the crop tool is the letter C, and the perspective crop tool is also, the shortcut key is also C, but when you select this letter C in your keyboard, the crop tool gets activated. So in case if you want to use a perspective crop tool, you will have to manually select it from here. So that's about it. So this was the crop tool and the perspective crop tool. So I hope you found this video to be useful, and thank you for watching.